But this nigga Gohan got too overconfident. Goku told him to finish him. But in my exact words, this nigga Gohan said, nah, I'm gonna make him suffer.
Ooh. That was the most darkest statements he could have ever made. Like, you know what? You know what? You want me to finish him off now? Nah, I'm not finished torturing him yet. Since he wanted to torture me, let me give that same torture back. But way, way worse. Hey yo, what's happening, peoples? It's your boy Blaze here. Back to you with another one here for Venomous Reactions. And today we got ourselves a video here from CJ the Champ. Whew, it's been forever since I said that name. Forever. But the title of this just brings back nostalgia, because it's the Trial of Cell. Now, for those that are out there that are DBZ fans, knows this saga oh so well, because it was a solid saga, and Cell was an absolute beast. But he really didn't have to be that way, because they had more than enough opportunities to get rid of this motherfucker. But as usual, they bullshitted and they let him reach his final form. Now, granted the fact, the Cell saga, one of the best sagas in Dragon Ball Z history. And because of that, we got one of the most iconic moment ever when Gohan fully snapped and went Super Saiyan 2. Whew. That moment there says everything. But we're gonna get into this video here from CJ the Champ, man. It should be entertaining and informative. So without further ado, let's get into it. Yes, sir.
Hey, freak, get out the fucking road, why don't you? Yeah, man, out of here.
I came looking for man's butt. Now, I tell you what,
yo.
I like you, and I want you. Now, we
No
can do this the
diddy.
easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
Alrighty, boys, if he ain't gonna move, we gonna make a move.
Okay, I see you.
Bad choice, my guy.
Ruin that butt. I'm a warrior.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, this is gonna be
welcome
good.
back to the good old round table. And y'all already know what time it is. Hit the graphic, it's trial time, baby. And it is none other than this homicidal maniac, freaky ass green roach. Cell. And when I say he's a freaky ass roach, I mean that literally. Pause, but dude was literally out here sucking niggas dry and giving them back shots with his tail.
Hey, yo.
This trial will go as follows. This roach will have 3 exhibits. 3 exhibits for each single form. And this is where we're gonna have some fun, because we're gonna grade each of them separately. Because let's be real, you know damn well where this imperfect version needs to be at. Like, let's not even sugarcoat it, bro. So y'all already know. The evidence is on deck and ready to be presented. So without further ado, exhibit
Let's
A.
get into it.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. I now present to you exhibit A. Imperfect Cell. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's not even sugarcoat it. This man was a fucking freak! Oh my God, brother. After rewatching the Cell saga for this video, it's like the first part of it is a horror movie because of what this freak was doing. Now, Cell was an android from the future created by Dr. Gero. And the reason he even made him in the first place was just to kill Goku. Deadass. Gero hated this nigga because of what?
Hate is the strongest word ever, because of the whole eradication of the Red Ribbon Army. Dr. Gero was hung up on getting his get back on Goku. So therefore he created the androids to do his bidding for him. And not even knowing the fact that in the current timeline, he turned himself into one. But in Trunks' timeline, he was regular old Dr. Gero. But man, was he ever hung up on Goku in the worst way.
Goku did back in the original Dragon Ball when he destroyed the entire Red Ribbon Army. So Gero decided to do some Lex Luthor level type shit. He sent out these little bugs to monitor Goku's entire life and just collect data on him. And they just didn't
in more
collect
ways
data on
than
Goku.
one.
They collected data on every single person he's fought.
Everyone.
Vegeta, Piccolo, Frieza, etc. All to create the ultimate life form. The perfect fighter to kill Goku. And that was Cell, an amalgamation of everyone's cells. Now, Cell wanted to go back to the past because he wanted to quite literally suck up 17 and 18 and absorb them. So in this future timeline, 17 and 18 were already dead because Trunks beat them. So guess what this freaky ass insect did? He caught Trunks lacking at his time machine, crept up on him out of the shadows, and smacked his ass. The first person that he boomed was a alternate Trunks. Then after he boomed Trunks, he decided to jack his time machine. And look at this fat ass bug. He knew damn well he wasn't gonna fit in that shit. So he decided to revert all the way back to his larval state, so he could get in the time machine and go back all the way into the past. 4 years exactly before the Cell Saga. So when he finally got to the main timeline, he dug a hole into the ground and stayed there until he could fully grow his body back. And then 4 years later, this freaky ass bug emerged. Now the first major atrocity Cell committed was the Gingertown Massacre. This freak absorbed an entire population. The only footage we have of this is a news report gone horribly wrong. Breaking news! Ladies and gentlemen, we're down in Gingertown right now, and the army is engaging with a ginormous, oversized roach. The shooting stopped. Why is all that clothes on the ground? Somebody breathing down my neck. Hello?
That's basically how it went. I mean, you're in the middle of doing the news report, and all of a sudden you see this big green ass monster that looks like a freaking cicada coming towards you, and basically is there to pretty much give the X to the whole damn town. What do you do? What do you do? Unfortunately, you can't do much.
Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that our reporter Bartholomew is having technical difficulties.
Not Bartholomew.
He's coming back right now.
Hey!
I'm telling y'all, bro, when they first introduced this man, this was a scene straight out of a horror movie. He literally turned this town into Silent Hill. It became a ghost town. And you saw no dead bodies. It was littered with people's clothes. And the only thing that you saw was this man's silhouette walking in the shadows. And guess what? We have an actual number of how many people he absorbed in Gingertown. It was a whopping 15K. This man was a homicidal maniac. So the first person to confront Cell was Piccolo. So when Cell first approached this man, he pulled up on him, hauling around a whole ass person. And he did this dude so dirty. This dude looked at Piccolo and started begging for his life like, "Oh, Mr. Green nigga, please help me. He's been giving everybody in the town back shots with his tail. Whoa. Please, I'll give you 100 bands. Don't let him take my booty."
Too late.
Oh fuck, he actually took his ass. Who the fuck is this freaky ass bug? Dude, look at him, bro. The dude is melting. This has to be one of the worst ways to ever go out. Like, Jesus, man. So after he absorbed this man, he looked at Piccolo and told him, hello, Piccolo. I hope you enjoyed the show that I just gave you. And I can't wait to give you that fine green ass some back shots.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
So Piccolo was like, hell
he a fan.
And blasted Cell with the entire city. This man Piccolo took pest control to the next level. Bro went to extreme levels to kill a bug. So Cell gets up out of the rubble and hits this ugly ass pose, bruh. Like, what made him hit this? Got his legs out, arms out, and everything, looking like, oh yes, I'm stunting on the hose, Piccolo. So this is when Cell started messing with Piccolo's head.
Oh, he is a fool.
Beam coming at him. And this the Piccolo looking at it like,
he copied my whole fucking flow.
Yeah, that's what you do. Like, yo, how the hell does he know my move? How the hell did he learn this? Who taught him this? And that's when you know, yeah, that's not the first move in Cell's pretty much array of attacks that he quote unquote knows. But yeah, you can thank yourselves for that, Piccolo. The reason why he is able to do the special beam cannon with so much finesse too. He even took Piccolo by surprise.
For word, bar for bar.
So Piccolo has had enough of this shit. He hip slaps the blast to the side and starts cleaning off on this freaky ass bug, beating the dust off his ass. So after this is when Cell got on his freaky shit. He shoots a Kamehameha Piccolo. So he dies.
And close range too.
Cell comes behind him and grabs him behind the back. And then he told this man, I'm gonna suck you dry now, Piccolo. So he sticks his nasty ass tail in his arm. And this nigga's talking shit behind him like, oh yes, Piccolo, yes, I'm digging it, nigga. Look at his arm, get off of him. So after Cell pulled off that freaky shit, he turned Piccolo's arm into a uncooked pasta noodle. That thing was hanging on for its life.
That was a bad looking sight.
His arm, and Trunks and Krillin finally pulled up. So.
And clever part of Piccolo's part, you know what? He knows I'm pretty much done for. So you know what? Let me play to his ego real quick. Let me get his backstory. Like, let him be egotistical enough to know he got me where he wants me. And let me get him to indulge in his life story and his origin and whatnot. That's Piccolo using them brain beats, my guy. It was so perfect.
Cell decided to take his leave. He hits him with a
solar flare and dipped. Yep.
So after Cell was finished with Ginger Town, he decided to hit the next town over. That was called Nicky Town. But before he went there, he had a little altercation. While this man was standing in the middle of the road, thinking about how he's gonna absorb everybody in Nicky Town, a bus pulls up behind him. So the bus driver ended up slamming the brakes and crashing the bus off to the side. So the driver started yelling at him and honking his horn like crazy because Cell was not moving an inch. He was just completely ignoring them. So a bunch of football players get off the bus and confront Cell. And bro, I'ma be completely real with you. This is the only way I can describe how this went down. Hey, freak, get out the fucking road, why don't you? Yeah, man, fuck out of here.
I came.
Man, you already know this was gonna end bad. Like a whole football team versus Cell. Yeah. Good luck with that, fellas. Good luck.
I'm looking for man's butt. Now, I tell you what, I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way.
It's gonna be the hard way, my guy.
Alrighty, boys, if he ain't gonna move, we gonna make a move.
Okay,
Bad choice.
I see you choosing the hard way.
Yep. Woo.
I'm a warrior.
So after Cell basically took all these football players' butts, the last one standing was the bus driver. And this booty warrior was not leaving until he took his ass. He grabbed his face and ripped him out the front seat.
Yeah, he was cooked.
Poor bus driver was crawling for dear life. Cell was just towering over him and saying in his head, "Ah, you look delicious. Bon appetit."
Ooh.
So yeah, bruh, this dude just took 5 football players' butts, as well as
including the bus driver.
Oh, God bless him in the afterlife, please. So the next incident on our list is Nicky Town. And as we can see, it looks like everybody's just enjoying their day in this peaceful suburb. So let's observe victim number 1. Now, as we can see, it's hot as hell outside. Shit looking like a hot, humid, musty-ass day in Bama. And my dude looked like he just trying to chill out, drinking some sweet tea. But while this man was enjoying his sweet tea, he looks up for 1 second. But he's just stun-locked, can't move a muscle. And all you see is the glass drop and this man's clothes falling to the ground. So
just falling like in slow-mo.
Greetings, everyone. Now who wants back shots?
Well, RP to Nicky
Town. Just
Town.
like that, this man's Cell turned an entire town into another ghost town. And these stragglers just got sucked dry. Just
out of their clothes is crazy.
Clothes littered everywhere. You couldn't find a trace of anyone's body. Everyone.
Man, I ain't gonna hold you. When Cell first popped into the scene, man, I was like, yo, this dude looks like he ain't normal. And judging from what he did to Ginger Town and Nicky Town, oh, yo, you got to get rid of this fool. You got to get rid of this motherfucker ASAP. Like, there's no BSing around. Y'all need to come together, train, go to the op, and whoop his ass. But lo and behold, it winds up going south, as you will soon find out.
Gone. And man, just look at the last guy standing, man. This dude's just spraying and praying with an M16, trying to make his last stand, just holding on to dear life.
Hey,
but every
he
single
tried.
was just bouncing off Cell. And sadly, this dude's fate was just sealed. Dude ran out of ammo, and Cell was just towering over him. So he tripped over his own bullet casings. Cell stomped on him and just murdered this dude. Oh my god, man, the way these people are going out is just absolutely terrible. And then after this man was caught chasing down a mother and her kid, bro. Like, come on, bro. Oh man, this dude's a homicidal maniac. And if this is the same size as Gingertown, bro, that's another 15K gone, dude. This wasn't even the last town. He went to more, bro. Look at this poor couple. He was chasing these niggas in a house of
had no
mirrors.
chance.
Like, yo, this had to be terrifying for them. So when they finally reached the middle, their fates were sealed.
It was game over.
Both of them. You can still see this guy's body twitching, bro. Like, oh my god, this freaky ass bug was brutal. And after all this destruction, hitting multiple more towns and absorbing people, this man absorbed at least 100,000 niggas. Straight nasty work. So after absorbing over 100,000 people, he finally pulled up on the androids. And
Yep. It was at that moment Cell knew like he was gonna get everything he wanted. I mean, after absorbing that many people in such a short amount of time. Oh, the Z Warriors at their current levels, they're cooked. I mean, the only one that had a possible chance would have been Piccolo. But that's a whole lot of bioenergy that Cell absorbed, and it made him even powerful than pretty much how Goku was when he was on Namek. Maybe even more powerful than that.
Dude wasted no time. He smelt his
No,
food and he
no
was
time
ready to
whatsoever.
This nigga attacked 17 immediately, trying to peck the nigga off. So he grabbed 17 and slammed him on the ground. We was about to hit that man with that Gok 3000. But Piccolo came in and saved the day. But
Not
even
the
my
Gok
nigga, one of the
3000,
greatest ore
bro.
farmers of all time, did not stand a chance against this freak. Piccolo started getting dog walked. Look how hard he hit him. He clocked this shit so hard the screen turned gray and black. And also he broke his
he
neck.
was out.
It was over. So Cell picked up his lifeless body and blew a hole through him. And after putting Piccolo on 1 HP, he just threw him in the ocean, leaving this man.
Yeah, Piccolo was cooked. He was cooked. I mean, granted the fact he made one hell of an effort, but against this version of Imperfect Cell, after absorbing pretty much damn near like 3-4 towns worth of people, he was done. He was done.
Just drown. To be real with y'all, till this day, I have no clue how Piccolo survived this shit. Bro should have been dead. And it was all
he
over
should have
17. He started beating the dog shit out of his ass, planting him in the ground.
Yeah, he
And
got
this man
dog
said,
walked.
"Open wide, motherfucker!" And he just started giving this nigga the Gok 9000, bro. This was so nasty, bro. And with that, this man evolved. And the freaky ass imperfect version was no more. The Cell trial. Verdict. Asylum. Y'all knew this was coming. Don't act surprised. Get this freak ball out of my face, bro. Out here sucking up niggas and shit. What the fuck? Nah, bro. This is one of the freakiest villains of all time. Lock this nigga the fuck up. We're moving.
Get his ass the hell up out of there.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. I now present to you Exhibit B. Semi-perfect Cell. Now, this is a very interesting version of Cell because he's not so much of a freak ball anymore, and he's also not the nonchalant demon. Semi-perfect Cell was just straight up brother. This nigga was trash. Like, oh my fuck, he was just a whiny bitch. Oh, and don't get me started on how this motherfucker was talking like this with my big lips at.
I go hold you. Cell's second form was, well, pretty much, it was ass. Like, come on now. I mean, the only reason why he got away so quickly because there was no one around to stop him until Vegeta and Trunks showed up. And I'm pretty sure CJ the Champ is going to touch on this one. I can't wait.
Piccolo search ass up. Ain't gonna lie to y'all, this gonna be the fastest exhibit I ever do. Cause I only need 3 examples to show y'all how bitch made this big lip bug was. So, example 1. This man really got held down by Tien. Tien. This 3-eyed bastard has not been relevant since original Dragon Ball. And don't try to hit me with the Saiyan saga. That nigga died to another ball fraud and never recovered from it. This nigga's been a jobber ever since. And you let...
You ain't lying, no. I mean, to be held down by Tien out of all people, but I ain't gonna hold you. That was the only great Tien moment that he ever had in Dragon Ball Z. Other than that, where has he been? He's been in seclusion. I mean, granted the fact he held him down with every ounce of tri-beam attacks that he could muster. It was just long enough for Android 18 and 16 to make their escape. But man, to be held down by Tien is crazy.
Him do this
but a badass moment though.
Oh, brother. And then before Tien even shot the shit, this nigga Cell was like, Tien, what the fuck are you gonna do, huh? Just to get absolutely embarrassed by this man. Look at his trash ass. Hunched over and everything like, got stuck in a frame trap. And look at this shit. He tries to get out.
Nope.
Get your trash ass.
He died.
And he really let him do this for like 5 minutes. This is just
literally
embarrassing. It held down by Tien in the big Cell saga. Trash. And then when this was all over, while Tien was knocked out because he depleted all his energy, this man really looked down on bro. It was on some bullshit like, how disgusting. I really just let this 3-eyed bald fraud put me in a fucking hole.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, the fuck you did.
You did.
This man was searching desperately for 18. I mean, he was thirsting over her. So since he couldn't find her, he decided to broadcast to all these islands. If you do not show your fun in the next 30 seconds, I will be on every fucking island until I find you and suck you up in one fellow. Holy
pretty
what type
much.
Of freaky shit is this guy on? So Cell being
next level shit,
and
bro,
whining like a bitch, decided to just say f and just started blowing up every single island one by one. Just spamming key blast over and over and over and
one
over
by one, every island fell
victim
victim.
until there was literally one island left. So just wow. Congratulations, Cell. You just committed so much mass murder, killing probably millions of people and
1 million bodies is crazy work, but it does low-key sound accurate. Cause when you look at it, islands just full of people and Cell just obliterated with ease. It's no worse than Super Boo using human extinction attack. It pretty much obliterated the whole human race in under 2 minutes. But damn.
Sinking every island except for the one that he was supposed to go for. Like, yo, this nigga stinks. He just went over 20. How the fuck did you manage to blow up every single island except for the one that you were supposed to hit? And finally, example
Epic
3.
fail, bro.
This motherfucker let Vegeta dog walk his ass. Vegeta, Mr. Number 2, technically Mr. Number 3 in this arc, put belt to ass on Cell. This was one of those ass whoopings where you just looking at it like, damn, he really whooping this nigga shit. And you know what's crazy? The only way this man made it out of this is because of Vegeta being a prideful dumbass, Krillin getting hit with clanker buddy mind control, and Trunks sadly being the only on this team with common sense.
Bro, when I tell you Vegeta had it in the bag, he had it in the bag, but he let his Saiyan ego get the best of him. And when that happened, I just wanted to reach through the screen and just backhand the shit out of him. Cause how in the everlasting fuck you got the match won, but yet you wanted to test your strength against his perfect form? No. If you know what he has done while you was busy in the hyperbolic time chamber, you wouldn't have allowed this shit. And therefore, you got what you got, and you got what you deserve. And low-key, Krillin, he got what he deserved, too, for crushing the damn remote that Bulma worked so hard for to shut off Android 18 so she couldn't be absorbed. Both of them motherfuckers pissed me off. I'm sorry.
So no, bro, if I
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
this, I'm gonna
yeah.
eat
Trunks
more
was
meat
like,
than I
"Bump
already
this.
am." So
If he ain't gonna do nothing, I'm gonna do something."
And swallows her. And with that,
With
the
ease.
whiny, fat-lipped bitch was no more, and the nonchalant demon was about to make his entrance.
Mm-hmm.
The Cell trial. The verdict. Trial moving on.
Nothing else need to be said.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the final exhibit.
Mhm.
Exhibit C, Perfect Cell. Ah, my nonchalant, narcissistic insect demon. This is by far Cell's best form. From his
No lie, so I mean, think about it. He was nonchalant, but he was powerful as hell. He low-key, he was an asshole. He was an asshole, but you know what? You love to hate him, and you hate to love him.
design to his mannerisms. There was no more freak shit, and
Nope.
especially no more bitch shit. It was all gas, no brakes with it. Oh, and you can't
Yeah, that I
forget
mean.
his theme song slaps. Like, bruh, that the Bruce Falconer burnt the studio down making this shit. So when Cell first
Facts,
achieved
he
his
did.
perfect form, he started farming aura off the rip and glazing himself. He was saying in his head, "Oh, the perfection. I look magnificent, and I don't have those fat ass lips anymore. Praise God." So the first person this man just destroyed was Krillin. Now Krillin was obviously pissed because bro just swallowed his future wife. So Krillin got mad and started hitting Cell. But this is one of the most disrespectful moments I've ever seen. Bro just stood there and ignored him because he was still glazing himself. So
Yo, Krillin was going berserk, but Cell was like, he was immune to all of Krillin's efforts. And it was like, he was just busy admiring himself. Like, yes, this is what perfection feels like. After I sought for it for so long, I am now finally perfect. But poor Krillin. He is gonna get the break that he did not want.
after Krillin tickled him a bit, he threw a destructo disc at his neck. It just bounced off his neck and evaporated. All bro did was just get a crook out his neck. And just look at Krillin's face. He knew he was cooked. So Cell turned around.
He
with a
knew,
little
like-
skippity skip. Got in front of his face, smiled in front of him, then this midget. And oh my God, bro, look at him. He broke his neck. He's straight up paralyzed, bro. He couldn't even move. Blood was unresponsive. And look at him
Hyper combo
talk, bro.
finish.
This nigga just started emoting. He just looked at 16 like, the fuck are you looking at, clanker? So after Krillin got rolled out on a stretcher, Mr. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it as headline Vegeta, one of his ones. Because he's the reason that he's perfect in the first place. But
Exactly.
This ended up being one of Vegeta's most embarrassing moments. So when they fought, Vegeta could not hit this man once. Cell was playing hopscotch with this, just skipping around and toying with him. So it got to a point
It's the
in
sound
this
effects
fight
for
to
me.
where Vegeta got so frustrated. Cell straight up told this man, all right, buddy, I'll give you one lick. Hit me right in the kisser. So he teleports right behind him, hitting that Swerve Strickland, yeah, I just did that shit ass pose, and just leaves himself open. So Vegeta kicked this man in the head. And if this was anybody else, their head would be sent flying. But Cell just straight up ate it and looked at him like,
Are you serious, my bro?
That was the iconic look. Like that smile says everything, and it spells to Vegeta like, yeah, that was your best effort. Yeah. Time to say goodbye to this planet. Cause you're going on an almighty trip to see the king. Expeditiously. And that was the most disrespectful smile he could have gave Vegeta. But you know what? It was at that moment Vegeta was gonna get humbled in more ways than one.
so he kicked this man across the entire island, going through every
Boom,
mountain in
boom,
sight. And just look at this man, bro. This is when bro had to be thinking, why did I just not kill this nigga? Now this is where Vegeta lost all his confidence. When he charged up this final flash for a good 5 minutes, while Cell just stood there and did nothing, he shot this final flash and planetary level attack directly at this man, thinking that this would be the move to checkmate Cell. So when the smoke cleared, Cell lost half his torso from that attack. And Vegeta, thinking that he's won, just starts laughing his ass off while Cell is bitching and moaning at him. But this was one of the most diabolical Uno reverse cards of all time. This nigga Cell smoked at him like, my God, you're a dumbass. Did you forget that I have Piccolo cells, you buffoon?
Wonderful.
Yep, the good old regeneration trick will do it every time. And it was just that moment Vegeta knew all that effort for nothing. How do you feel? Like a dumbass will be your correct answer. And lo and behold, once that regeneration happened, adios Vegeta, and enter next challenger.
And this is where Vegeta just lost all his confidence. Bro just basically ate his finisher and no-selled it. His heart had to drop to his stomach right here. So it was over for Vegeta. That nigga started using his desperate key blast spam. Cell walked through it, sent him flying with the jab, then he hit him with the combo. He launches him in the air, teleports right above him, and look at this position. This man got the elbow charged up and everything.
Comes back
and sent him plummeting into the ground. And with that, Vegeta just got dog walked. Like, dude got demolished. Spine easily broken.
His spine is RIP.
Dreams right now while sleeping. So after Vegeta got annihilated, Trunks decided to hulk up and use this Broly ass Super Saiyan grade 3 form. And I'm gonna be real, this ain't even worth talking about. You wanna know why? Because this man Cell just egoed him. While they were fighting, bro deadass looked at him like, oh wow, you think you're special for getting all buff and shit? Huh, nigga please. Boom! Nigga turns buff as shit. Then he straight up told him, what of advice, kid? This form is absolute dog shit. So after...
No lies told. Cell humbled both father and son in the worst ways possible. Like, and Trunks literally thought by just beefing up his body, he was going to actually do some damage. Like, nah, bruh. That form has a weakness. And to quote Cell from the original series, you see, it's easy to go around flaunting your powers and looking all good and whatnot, but it does not get you anywhere if your opponent has any sorts of speed. And Vegeta learned it. Why didn't you?
Bro heard this. Trunks gave up. He knew he couldn't beat this man. He was like, bro,
yeah, he threw in the
towel.
towel.
But Trunks somehow learned the power of talk no jutsu because he started hyping up Goku and Gohan, and he was like, fuck it. Let's have a tournament. And if I win, I'm blowing this planet sky high. So Cell just straight up left and said, see you in 10 days. I'm going to make my ring. So later on, while this man was preparing for the Cell games, this man decided he wanted to announce it live to the world. So he flew through an entire city, beelining it to the news station, and just bust this through the glass. So he walks up to these screaming girls and straight up said, salutations, fine shits. Where can I find the top floor studio?
Oh my God, what is that?
So this man started flying up through the entire building. He got a shorty on his head and everything, not giving a damn. So when he made it to the top floor, he just breaks through the news anchor's desk, chokes this nigga, and tells him, am I live or not? Tell me right now, nigga.
Is this the studio or not?
Him down to the ground. And he starts calling for security, but Cell was not here to waste time. He straight up flicks this man to death, blowing him to bits on live TV.
Channeling his inner Frieza with that small miniature version of the death beam. Cell was not here to play around. Like, bruh, he was on timing. And It's about time the Z Warriors find out, yeah, this go around ain't no pussyfooting around. I mean, granted the fact most of y'all ain't gonna stand a chance in hell, but at least look like you're putting in some effort. Like, for real.
So this man announces the Cell games to the world. And after he announces the games, he blows a hole through the wall. It levels like half of the city just to do it. This man just casually caught like 50,000
Just because nobody can stop him
to make his exit.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro. This nigga's diabolical. So right before the Cell games, there was one more incident that happened. And that incident was the army trying to pull up on this man. They came to his arena, surrounded the entire place, and they was ready to Swiss cheese this insect. But this man Cell did one of the most pettiest things ever. He left the ring, went up on top of a mountain, because he simply did not want to get his ring dirty. So the army starts unloading every bullet, every explosion they have in their armory. They try to
pointless effort.
The entire area. So when they finally stopped shooting, they thought they got him. Everybody was cheering and everything. But all they did was waste a bunch of taxpayers' money. This nigga ate everything, not even a scratch. So the army just started running. They skedaddled and scrambled like ants. But sadly for them, Cell was not letting them leave alive. This dude...
Yeah, it was at that moment Cell knew that they would cook. They would cook, bro. Cell knew that, you know what? You're gonna waste all this effort on me. For what? I'm not bothering nobody, but since you want the smoke, I'm gonna give you the whole damn inferno. And lo and behold, you got the whole damn volcano.
Charged up a key blast and just drew us
one fell swoop. There goes the army.
The entire army in one blow. Yeah, this is an absolute travesty. And you gotta blame this on King Furry. This nigga really just sent the entire military out to die. Oh, Lord have mercy, man. So after this tragedy, the Cell games finally begin. And Cell's first opponent is none other than... Let's just say, yeah, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. He slaps him to the side. And I totally forgot about these buffoons. Why are they even here? You just saw the entire army get annihilated and you think you gonna do something? Nigga, get off my screen. So the first real opponent was Goku.
Exactly.
And this fight was an instant classic. These boys put on a show. Like, this is one of the best fights in these series, hands down.
No lie, so like Goku versus Cell, one of the top 10 fights in Dragon Ball Z history. You can at me if I'm wrong, but I'm standing on that because the amount of storytelling in that fight, bravissimo.
Constant false readouts from going back and forth with each other in
back and forth.
And this spinning oh my god, this was so saucy. The scrap was so damn good. This nigga Cell said fuck the ring and blew that bitch up. This man said fuck the rules that I made. I'm having too much fun with this and continue to throw hands without the ring.
Yep, like he got rid of the ring. Like, you know what? I wanted to be less constrained. And I don't want to be confined to a ring. Like, no ring outs, no nothing. Just the ultimate fight to the finish. And you know what? That's when the whole game changed. And I love it.
Now, this fight was great and all. But the main thing we will be focusing on is how he beat the living shit out of Gohan and just straight up tortured this kid. First off, just look at this. Man headbutts him in the skull, grabs him, and starts punching him over and over and over again. He was beating the hell out of this kid. Why this nigga Goku was just cross-armed and smiling. Oh, he was a sick nigga for the bro. Like, he was a little nigga. That man said these hands are rated E for everyone. So then this is where
nobody's a
Cell
simp.
started torturing this little nigga. He started beating the life out of him because he wanted him to get angry. He said, show me your potential you laughing about, while stomping his head into the ground. This got so bad. 16 jumped on his back and tried to self-destruct. But Cell said, oh, fuck off, you dirty clanker, and blows his entire body. And
that was enough to make Gohan just pretty much clicked the F it button in his brain. But yeah, he tried everything, and I mean everything, to get under his skin until 16 jumped into the fray and tried to pretty much self-destruct. But this is when I hated Boomer for removing the damn bomb. You fucking idiot. So basically, 16 sacrificed himself for nothing. Like, damn.
This man so was really committing clanker on clanker violence. And then look at this disrespect. This man boots his head across the desert. And after this is when he tried to completely break him. This man brought out the Cell Juniors and told them, kill everybody watching. I'm trying to piss this little nigga off. So the Cell Juniors started attacking the Z fighters. And they started
one by one.
They were fighting for their lives while Gohan had to watch and couldn't do a thing. And the final thing that made Gohan tick is when he was hearing 16's last words, yapping about some stupid ass animals. So Cell decided to shut that down and squashed his head right in front of Gohan.
And that's what Cell knew. He fucked up in more ways than one. Because after this, all bets are off, the restraints come off, and Gohan, yeah. This is one of those things of you pray for it, and it happened, and now you're regretting that you did.
So this is when Gohan ticked. This nigga turned Super Saiyan 2.
Yes.
Is when this fight
yes.
Gohan was putting hands on Cell. Like, dude, look at this frame. Nigga, his fist is through his stomach. Then he cut the life out of him. Like, Cell was getting demolished at this point. Like, Gohan was whooping his ass. It got so bad. This nigga Cell just said, I'ma just blow the planet up. So he shot a full-powered Kamehameha trying to blow the planet up. But this nigga Gohan was so cold. This nigga stood there and waited for it to come down just to throw one right back at him. And Gohan was so strong, it overtook Cells and combined into one. And look at
that is the most coldest Kamehameha responses ever. Like, Gohan literally took all of that in and waited until the last possible second, thinking Cell he's gonna get his way. But he was like, nope. You want to shoot a Kamehameha? Guess what? I can do that too. Here, see for yourself. Ha! Love it, love it, love it.
This man's face. Every time I see this clip, this soundbite just plays in my head.
Facts.
So after that happened, Cell got left on 1 HP. This man lost 2 limbs and his antlers were gone. And it should have been over for Cell right here. But this nigga Gohan got too overconfident. Goku told him to finish him. But in my exact words, this nigga Gohan said, nah, I'm gonna make him suffer.
Ooh. That was the most darkest statements he could have ever made. Like, you know what? You know what? You want me to finish him off now? Nah, I'm not finished torturing him yet. Since he wanted to torture me, let me give that same torture back. But way, way worse. I love it. But low-key, he should have finished the job, though.
Possessed Gohan when he became Super Saiyan 2 or something. Because this little nigga was on timing. So he was. And became massive. But all this did was just make him sluggish. Gohan continued to whip his shit in. And then he hit this man so hard.
Booted him straight in the gut.
And reverted back to the bitch nigga form. So Cell decided to use his trump card. He said, if I'm going down, then everybody come in with me. This nigga tried to blow himself up and take the whole planet with him. And Gohan couldn't do nothing. The man was gonna self-destruct and blow up the planet regardless. So to stop this man for good, the GOAT had to make the noble sacrifice. So he transitioned this blob to none other than King Kai's planet.
Is this nigga serious?
So
yep, he was serious.
And he took Goku, King Kai, Bubbles, Gregory, and 17 with him. And with that, Cell's reign of terror finally ended.
Psych.
Death, baby. This was one of the nastiest
It ain't over
stories of
yet.
all time. This nigga survived and boomed trucks the moment he got back. And the scary
Again,
part about
bro.
this is that Cell came back 10 times stronger. You see, his body was destroyed, but his nucleus stayed intact. It was pure luck. So he regenerated his perfect form, and that Saiyan DNA gave the nigga a Zenkai boost. So he came back as super perfect Cell. So out of
Yep. When Super Perfect Cell came back, oh yeah, that's when the whole saga shifted into a whole nother level. And you know what? Cell and Gohan was on timing right now. It only boils down to who's really the most savage out of the two. But just wait. We're gonna get to that.
Hey, Vegeta straight up tried to attack Cell because bro just boomed his son. The crash out is completely justified right here.
Yeah,
But sadly
facts,
for
it
Vegeta,
was.
Cell gave this man a backhand of doom, putting Vegeta
The backhand
in the
from
dirt.
hell.
And Cell was about to boom him, but Gohan ends up taking the hit to save this man. But that hit that Gohan took out his whole arm. This little nigga was cooked, and so was the entire planet. Because Cell was about to blow this bitch up. He starts charging up his final Kamehameha. If he was ready to end the series right here, right now, he already killed the protagonist. Now it's time to kill his son. So Gohan, in a last-ditch effort, decides to have a beam struggle with him. He shoots out the father-son Kamehameha, and they start having a beam struggle.
Yeah,
of
it was the
century.
tug of
Played
war.
it on the line and everything, because if Cell wins right here, it is over. Credit.
Dude, that moment there, the final struggle between Gohan and Cell, whew, that was pure cinema. And you could tell, like, and basically Cell was basically antagonizing him, being his arrogant asshole self. But Gohan was like, you know what? I'm not ready to throw in the towel. At least not yet. And also, there are the others that was sitting by, like, you know what? We may get cooked, but you know what? Let's go out in the blaze of glory. And you know what? I love that.
Are rolling. So it was clear as day Cell had the advantage here. Because Gohan was on one arm. Even the rest of the Z fighters tried to attack him, but it was no use. The nigga was too strong. And
Yeah,
knew
he was
had it in the
OP.
bag, because he was straight up telling Gohan, "Say hi to daddy, you punk percent bitch." But when it looked like it was about to be over, the man that got his ass whooped the most by this man came in clutch at the last second.
Ironically, though,
distracting him. And these couple of seconds were the deciding factor. Gohan shot everything he had. Emptied
That
the
was-
whole tank
that
on his
was
ass
enough.
and started walking him down.
when he walked that Kamehameha into Cell, you know Gohan reached badass level. With that moment alone, to have the Kamehameha and walk it into him, like, bro, say goodbye. Say goodbye. Get the hell off my planet and don't ever come back. Woo!
And Cell's reign of terror finally came to an end.
Woo! Love it.
The verdict. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what I'm about to say. The winner of this trial is none other than Perfect Cell. That is a
Of
fact.
course.
This nigga was a fucking demon. So Perfect Cell, he got it. And Mr. Freak Bob over here, his ass need to stay behind bars for eternity.
Yeah, keep his ass in the
put that
asylum.
nigga on the bottom level of hell. So that is the Cell trial. So hope y'all enjoyed it. And before y'all leave, there's something else I got for you. So if you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know what this is about. The final Jinwoo trial that I was gonna upload like 2 weeks ago, that shit got copyright claimed to hell and back. They tried to give me a strike before I even made the video public. It was the wildest thing I've ever seen in this entire YouTube thing. But have no fear, I'm giving this to you regardless. I'm making a Patreon and I'm making this video free. Because y'all got blatantly hoed out of your second video last month. So my apologies that this happened. Hopefully it
Dang,
never happens again.
that
Worst
sucks.
case scenario, this will be the move in the future. So happy double upload day, I guess. And knock on wood, I'll see y'all later this month.
Yo, I loved it. I love the whole video, man. He covered basically everybody from beginning to end. Imperfect Cell, keep his ass in the asylum. Semi-perfect Cell, man, nothing else needs to be said. He was a full-fledged, he was on a full-fledged bitchathon the whole time he was existing. And even when he reverted back to that form after having the perfect form kicked out of him, bruh, nothing else needs to be said. But Perfect Cell, my favorite villain, one of my favorite villains out of the whole series alone, and that's not even including the movies. The movies, that's a whole different thing. But series wise, Cell is up there. Cell is up there, and just because of his mannerisms and his unbridled arrogance alone, and the fact that he was an entertaining asshole while being such a dick. You love to see it. You love to see it. But it was at that moment when it got up to Gohan, and basically he tried to antagonize him to reach his next form. Yeah. Cell knew at that moment he fucked up. And he found out the hard way. Once you poke the cage and a beast emerges from said cage, yeah, you deserve everything that you prayed for and more. But good video by CJ the Champ, man, and I hope y'all enjoyed this one. And as always, thank you for tuning in, and please don't forget to tell your peoples across the globe, come kick it with your boys just one good solid time. And please do follow your boy on social media right over yonder. And this is your boy Blaze, saying Chuck the Deuce, and I will see y'all in the next video, and I am out.